Hello, my name is Khoi. I'm an artist, an art practitioner in Vietnam. I'm investigating what makes a person by observing myself and those around me. I feel that a person's identity is partly innate and partially constituted. The Buddhism's belief of reincarnation is an important part of my identity. According to this idea, a person not only lives one life, but after death, he or she is reincarnated into other things in the next life. This notion is critical for me in developing a sustainable strategy since it implies that everything has a soul. My body was born. I feel like my body is both familiar and unfamiliar. The body is made up of atoms, and my body may contain the atoms of an extinct animal, a stone, an ancestor, or everything in the cosmos. It's fascinating to consider that everything on Earth is formed of particles. Therefore, we are inextricably linked to all living and non-living things. This causes me to empathize with more things and reflect more on my impact on them. And while I was studying the movements of my body, I heard a lot of voices of electronic devices. For example, voices from the fan, the stove, the rice cooker, or the grill. The objects in our home and the way we arrange them seem to be a manifestation of our identity and vice versa. Additionally, I believe that learning to structure, listen to, and reconstruct objects into various configurations might increase our empathy for things, living and non-living. I choose to repurpose household things to create my work since they can split and reassemble into different works, so limiting resource consumption and allowing me to utilize the money for other purposes. For example, use money to arrange projects for Vietnam's artist community. Furthermore, reusing and assembling materials in my home allows me to experiment with the language, size, and symbols I choose. These decisions are imbued with intent, ideology, and bias. This is Hacked, a work I make by reconstructing a hammock into a kinetic sculpture, combined with old water filters from a water purifier and wires from an old computer, and a loop video I performed in the bachelor's degree diploma. When I created this piece, I was inspired by a successful experiment that produced a lamp from an artificial embryo.
Works by two major components. The first one is a circulatory system, and the other component is a fluid environment.
Now I will be silent and let the work communicate with you. Next is plus 3 minus 1. This work is created from the combination of an electric stove's heating plate connected to a tooth color bar, a heatsink, and a clock. When I created this piece, I was inspired by Vietnam's birth rate, which is approximately 3,800 children born and 1,800 people die per day. In addition, I believe that a person is created of society and culture too. Next up is horse blinkers, where I use the head of a wooden rocking horse, which is watching a video of a horse make up parts from the horses that have been ridden by ideal male role models. The video is shown on an on screen and connected to an on speaker. Next is the work a straight line. I use a piece of 7-knot bamboo. The number 7 and bamboo are symbols of masculinity in Vietnamese culture, and I burn it. Then I use that burned bamboo to try to straighten a piece of iron core inside. Then place a ruler and straighten it laser on them. This is restless. The work is a performance of drawing circles by a computer. It's a drawing in random size, color, and position. However, the number of circles the computer must draw is number of Vietnam's population. The computer will draw until it is overloaded. Next is hair is the human root. The hair will move accordingly to the data of Vietnamese population. For this piece, I was inspired by a Vietnamese phrase about identity. Teeth and hair are the human figure. So these are the works I am working on. Thank you.